Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Isabella, and this video I thought I was gonna talk a bit about more who I am. Now I've been uploading for a few weeks, and just for me to get you to just for me to get to know you guys and for you guys to get to know me. So I have been speaking a lot about mindset, the goals I want with this channel, but I also thought that you guys should get to know me a little bit. So I want to get into some of the things I do to keep myself healthy. About, oh my God, one of those ladies. Yes, I'm one of those ladies. And I'm not here to say, I will say I'm no health expert. I have no degree in doctoring, like nutrition, training, whatever it is. None. This is all my personal research and what I did the past year to actually improve my health. And before you do this, I will definitely recommend going to a doctor, or especially if you, for instance, are on any medication or have something with your health, because it's definitely not for everyone. So, not to keep you guys in suspense anymore, what have I been doing the last year to improve my health? I have been doing intermittent fasting. So basically, not every single day, but for the majority of the last year, 2024, and into this January, I have been fasting for 16 hours a day. So I eat from 12 noon until 8 at night, and after that, don't eat anymore. I drink water, sometimes with a little salt for the electrolytes, black coffee, or plain tea. I don't eat the tea, but I put it in water and then drink it. You know what I mean, right? A cup of tea. And what I want to speak about specifically why I chose to do it and how it has improved my life, right? Because throughout my entire life, I have never been overweight, but I had always been a bigger lady, a bigger girl, bigger woman, right? And this last 3 years, I have definitely come to love myself more. But before I started fasting, I had been on numerous of diets, training programs for months at a time, but I had such a hard time, like, what's it called? Seeing any long, like, results for a longer period of time. Like, I could never stick to it because I don't know, my body just, or I have not unlocked the code, right? This channel is for growth, and I'm gonna grow through this journey. And later on, I definitely want to figure out more about my health because that is just a personal interest of mine. And what my body likes and dislikes. But I always had such a hard time sticking to it. And when I found out about how good fasting is for a lot of people, I was like, I want to do that. And because I am the way that I am, I just went from one day to the other and I started fasting. There was no planning involved. Like in my last video, I spoke about how I moved to a different country. Like I just started doing it. And I will say that at the time, I had a job where I was walking a lot throughout the day and I was making food, different kinds of foods, and fasting while walking around so much, like 10,000 to 15,000 steps in a day, working around food, fasting. It was hard. Like smelling food everywhere, not being able to eat it, only water. Like when time hit 12, like I was on break, I was just stuffing myself with food because I was so hungry. And it's definitely been an interesting journey because, like I said, I was never overweight, but I was always a bigger woman. And I will not say that I had a eating disorder, but I definitely had a not a healthy relationship with food. And over this past year, and I started fasting the 10th of January 2024, so it's been over a year now. I learned how to have a healthier relationship with food. Now, again, I am no health expert, none of that. I'm just explaining my personal like story on how I got healthier and how I got a healthier mindset with food. Because this channel is all about growth, what's going to happen, and also how I got to live a healthier life. And fasting has been a big part of it. So I always had a tendency to overeat, right? It could be chips, candy, ice cream, like, don't even get me started. I love it. And pizzas and such. And then when I was in a worse state of my life, I actually stopped. I could not eat for almost an entire day. And that's when I had really bad mental health. And I punished myself with food, right? I would either eat way too much and I would keep eating, even though my stomach ached and I felt nauseous, I would still keep eating. And that's that's not healthy. Like, that was not healthy for me. That was toxic, a toxic relationship I have with food. Um, hmm, this is harder to talk about than I thought. But anyways, so that's definitely one of the benefits I got from fasting, is having a healthier relationship to food, because I start eating at 12 and then I stop at 8. Like, I know I have to stop at 8. So even though sometimes I have a harder day, whatever it might be, and sometimes I will still overeat, right? I will still eat too much, but I know at 8 I have to stop eating, and it helps. Don't know what to tell you. And you guys can leave in the comments healthier decisions you've made. I'm very interested in hearing about it, but that helped me personally because that set a boundary for me, right? It set a boundary of, you don't eat after 8, so I don't stuff myself with food. And at the beginning of it, I ate what I want, right? No matter what, because I just had to get through it. And throughout the day, it actually helped me not to crave food as much. Like, food ruled my life. I would eat whatever I could. Love food. um, and there's nothing wrong with eating, but eating as much as I did throughout the day, like, it was an, like, I would almost say, unhealthy attachmentship I had to food. So restricting myself from food has also been like, I don't have to eat. Like, it's actually okay and it can be healthy for me to be hungry, right? Not starving. Like, of course, I feed myself, I get the amount of nutrition that I need, but it's okay to be a little hungry. And that doesn't hurt. The body needs to be a little hungry so it can flush out all the toxins. Um, and then later on in my diet, I actually started adding a ton of fiber. Again, no health expert, but I was like, I need something, and fiber is not that expensive. Like beans and such, in that direction. Like, you can make a ton of delicious food with beans and everything. And chia seeds, I eat a lot of chia seeds. I found them cheap. And they do what they're supposed to do, right? Which has also, in the last few weeks, actually been very healthy for me. Like, I thought I ate enough fiber, and turns out probably not. So definitely been a lot healthier since I started eating a lot more fiber too. Um, but yeah, not what this is about. This is about fasting. So I just wanted to share that because, again, this channel is about love, abundance, and being healthy in the mind and the body. Like, I don't want this channel to be about like physical health because I have no education in it. This is all what I see in the internet. Do whatever you want with this information, right? But I'm just saying that that is how I basically healed my relationship with food. Now, everyone is different. Everyone do different things. Like, so I would definitely not recommend like fasting to someone who does not eat enough, right? Like, go to your doctor, get them to help you, right? And you can be like me, being like, okay, fool, yeah, whatever. Food rules my life. I cannot physically stop eating. But if I set a time when and where I can eat, maybe that can help. It definitely created a lot more healthy habits for me, and it created um, how it was more fun with food, right? Because like now when I fast for 16 hours a day, food just tastes better. I don't even know. It's like my senses have improved, and smell my oh, let me tell you, my sense of smell when I am nearing 12 o'clock is heightened. The food I smell, I'm like, I can eat in a bit. Like, yeah. So again, just a short video for you guys to get to know me a bit more, how I keep my mental health healthy, how I keep myself healthy. Of course, I work out, whatever. But again, do what you want to do in order to get where you want to get to. But this is one thing that helped me, and I hope it's going to help you. So, thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Have a lovely week.